Hello everyone, this is The Joy of Reading, and welcome to a new episode of my Dante series. In this episode, we will start reading, translating and commenting the fourth canto of Dante's Inferno. As usual, I am going to skip some verses. In the previous canto, Dante and Virgil were waiting to be transported on the river Acheron by Acheron, the Hell's boatman. But at some point while waiting, Dante fainted and we don't actually see the crossing. So let's begin with a new canto. Ruppemi l'alto sonno nella testa un greve tuono, sì ch'io mi riscossi come persona che è per forza desta. E l'occhio riposato intorno mossi, dritto levato, e fiso riguardai, per conoscer lo loco dov'io fossi. Vero è che sulla proda mi trovai della valle d'abisso dolorosa, che intorno accoglie d'infiniti guai. The deep sleep within my head was broken by a massive thunder, so that I started up, like one who is awoken by force. And I turned around my rested eye, from side to side, and I stared straight ahead to know in which place I was. In truth, I found myself on the verge of the abysmal valley, filled with grief, which gathers a thunder of never-ending laments. So as you see, Dante has already crossed the river Acheron and now finds himself at the edge, on the verge of an abyss. And this abyss is hell itself, which, according to Dante, is sort of an enormous hole under the city of Jerusalem. Oscura e profonda era, e nebulosa, tanto che per ficcarlo viso a fondo, io non vi discernei alcuna cosa. Or discendiam qua giù nel cieco mondo, cominciò il poeta tutto smorto. Io sarò primo, e tu sarai secondo. E io, che del color mi fui accorto, dissi, come verrò se tu paventi, che suoli al mio dubbiare esser conforto? It was dark and deep and hazy, so that, as much as I regarded closely into it, I could not distinguish anything. Now let us descend into the blind world, began the poet, looking deadly pale. I will be first, and you shall be second. And I, who had noticed his complexion, said, how shall I come if you are frightened, you who used to comfort my own fears? So Dante notices that Virgil is very pale, and he thinks that Virgil himself is scared. You might remember that Dante has been terrified since the very first line of Hell, and will be terrified until the very last one. So he is quite worried that his guide himself might be frightened. Ed egli a me. L'angoscia delle genti che son qua giù, nel viso mi dipigne quella pietà che tu per te ma senti. Andiam, che la via lunga ne sospigne. Così si mise e così mi fe entrare, nel primo cerchio che l'abisso cigne. And he to me, the anguish of the people who are here, paints on my face a compassion that you mistake for fear. Let us go now, a long way is awaiting. So he set out and let me enter in the first circle surrounding the abyss. So Virgil explains to Dante that he is not scared, but merely hearting for the fate of the people who are down here. And they start from the first circle surrounding the abyss. So as I said, Dante's hell is built as a hole, and in this hole the worst sinners are placed at the bottom next to Satan, and the ones who committed lighter sins are placed in the higher circles, so next to the surface, next to the ground. Of course, Dante and Virgil are beginning their travel from the surface, so first of all they are going to meet the lesser sinners, and they are gradually going to meet the worst sinners until they reach the bottom of hell. Quivi, secondo che per ascoltare, non avea pianto mai che di sospiri, che l'aura eterna facevan tremare. Ciò avvenia di duol senza martiri, c'avean le turbe, che eran molte e grandi, di infanti e di femmine e di viri. Lo buon maestro a me, tu non dimandi che spiriti son questi che tu vedi? Here, as far as I could discern, there was no lament other than the sighs that caused the everlasting air to tremble. The sighs arose from sorrow without torment, out of the crowds, which were many and large, of infants and of women and of men. The kind master said, "Do you not ask, who are these spirits whom you see?" So here we are in the first circle, and contrary to what we saw in the hell's entrance where the sinners were screaming and yelling, here the only sound is sighs coming from the crowd. So the fact that these sinners aren't yelling like the other ones should already tell us that these sinners are quite special, because nothing Dante writes is casual, and the sinner's outer behavior has a meaning. As you may remember from the previous cantos, Dante tends to ask lots of questions about everything he sees. But here he doesn't ask anything, so much that Virgil prompts him to ask questions. So which sinners are kept in this circle? We will find out in the next episode. That's all for today. Thank you for listening, and please remember to subscribe to this channel and to my Facebook page if you're interested in my Dante series or my other videos. Have a nice day.